Before you came round, my heart would never be much faster.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Marisha D for those who don't know who I am. Thank you for viewing this video. If you'd like to see how I created this look, stay tuned and watch the whole video. So first I'm going to start with my brows using my Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil number 2. And this is called Hot Chocolates. It's an 18-hour waterproof liner. And now I'm using my spoolie brush just to brush my hair so they can stay in place. And how I fill in my brows, I draw a line at the bottom and I draw a line on top as well, and then I fill in my brows. I always use my spoolie brush. This makes my brows perfect, so I never forget my spoolie brush when I want the perfect eyebrows. I always leave some space at the beginning of my brows just so I can have that faded type of look at the beginning, and I draw a line where my hairs stop or where they start so that I can be able to know where to stop drawing my hair, where to stop drawing my brows. Now I'm using the spoolie brush just to comb my hairs once again because I drew the desired shape I wanted. And now I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Cool Tan just to highlight my brows. I am still using a lighter color just in 2019, and I know how to blend it well, so I'm still happy with this concealer when I fill in my brows. I'm just gonna blend my concealer at the bottom and on top with my brush and fade out the beginning of my brows. And now I'm gonna just brush them with my spoolie brush once again and brush them out, fade them out so they can look more natural with my makeup brush because it does have a bit of concealer on it still. And now I'm gonna do my eyelids. I'm gonna apply my Pro Conceal once again and blend it all over my eyelids. And then I'm going to just use this beige color from my Kryolan palette. I'm using my Wet n Wild blending brush, and now I'm going to use my NYX Professional makeup palette called Swear By It. I'm using these two orange colors which are really good for transition color. I'm just blending my transition color, making sure that it stays put on my lids. Now I'm going to use a brown color just on top of my transition color to make sure that it's a bit more darker, not too light. Just blend it so that they can look like it's one color. And now I'm going to use my concealer just so the eyeshadow that I'm about to apply stays on. I don't want the shimmer color to be all around my lid, so I want to use this so that the color I use stays on my lid. Now I'm going to use my silvery gold color. The names were not written on the palette or the box, so I'm just going to call it a silver gold color and apply that where I applied my concealer. Now I'm gonna apply my brown color from the Kryolan palette, and I'm using the same brush from this Kryolan palette just to do my cut crease. I really love how this brown is so pigmented, although I'm not using too much of it, but it's a really pigmented palette, so that's what I'm applying to do my cut crease. And I'm using the same brush in the Kryolan palette that I'm using to apply this brown color. Now I'm just blending it with my Wet n Wild brush. I'm going to do my tear ducts with a silver color from my NYX Professional palette. I did my eyelashes off camera. I'm going to use my primer now, and it's my LA Girl Face Finity All Day Primer. I'm applying it all over my face. I need to apply it all over my face because I'm going to be applying my foundation all over my face. And the foundation I'm using is the Bobbi Brown Long Wear Even Finish foundation with SPF 15. I really love using this foundation when I use this certain primer that I used before, and I apply this foundation with my wedge sponge. This wedge sponge, it does take a lot of product, but I don't put too much. But I love a wedge sponge. I always use a wedge sponge to apply all my foundations because it really helps me to apply my foundation well. So I'm applying my foundation all over my face. And I do use a brush just to make sure that there isn't any more foundation looking some type of way. So now I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Conceals, and to highlight my face I'm using the color Cool Tan. I'm just going to put that in the middle of my nose, underneath my eyes. I have dark circles, so I really need that. And I'm applying it under my eyes. Next I'm going to apply it on my forehead. And just make sure that you highlight these areas, guys, because those are the most important areas where you can put highlights. And now I'm highlighting under my cheekbones. And now on my chin and on top of my mouth. I don't know what that area is called, but that's where I highlight. And now I'm going to use my beauty blending sponge just to blend my highlights. blend all the highlighted areas.
I was ready to slow down before you came round. I was heading for a small disaster before you came round. I was ready to blow me down.
So now I'm gonna use my setting powder, which is my Yardley Absolute Translucent loose powder. This powder is for every skin tone, so whether you yellow, orange, white, black, you can use this highlighter. You can use this to bake your highlighter because it's for all skin tones. And I'm still using my beauty blending sponge, and I'm just applying it where I highlighted my face. Now I'm using my powder brush just to brush off the powder, and I'm doing that where I used my powder.
Before I was found, I didn't want to breathe out. And my soul beats a sound loud enough to quiet the thunder. The love with no doubt, and now I'm never gonna slow down.
And now I'm going to use, for contouring, I'm going to use my dark cocoa LA Girl Pro Conceal still, and I'm just going to apply that on the side of my nose and on my cheekbone, on my forehead, and on my jaw. I'm using a brush to blend it out because I feel like it's better to use a brush when you apply this. So I'm just blending it and making sure that it's well blended. Now, for under my waterline, I'm going to use the same colors I used on my lids, using like a flat brush. I don't know if that's a flat brush, but it's a flat looking brush. I'm just going to use that. I'm going to use the brown that I used on from my Kryolan palettes and from my NYX palettes. So now I'm gonna go in with my mascara. This is my MAC Volume Mascara. That's what it's called, the MAC Volume Mascara. And I'm gonna apply it on my lashes. I used the same mascara for on top of my lashes while applying my fake lashes. So now I'm going to use my lipstick. This is my MAC Dance With Me. This is an amazing dark red, guys. I love MAC lipsticks, and my favorite red is actually Ruby Who, but I'm just applying this because it matches my eyeshadow. So now I'm going to use the same palette, my NYX Professional Makeup palette. For my blush, I'm using a red. I'm just applying it on my cheekbones to make sure that I look rosy. Just apply with the brush and let it look good. And now I'm going to use my highlighter. This is my MAC highlighter. I just want that glow, so I'm using my MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter. I mean, this is a wonderful highlighter. I love how it makes me glow. So now I'm gonna use my setting spray to set my makeup. It's my prep+prime spray, and my camera switched off, sorry guys, while I was applying the spray. I hope that you like this look. The video is done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment on the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.